Cashflow Pro offers free money management advice to help you take control of your finances. And now here's your host, personal finance enthusiast and licensed insurance broker, James Barber.
All right, welcome to Oregon Cashflow Pro. My name is James Barber. I'm here to help you maximize your cash flow. As you can see, we're taking this show on the road today. Much like we can't control the stock market, we can't control Mother Nature. And she decided that I didn't need electricity tonight. And since that just happened a little while ago, it kind of threw a wrench in the plans. Hey, Poker. Good evening. Oliver, hey. Here in California, Governor Newsom gave an executive order for all vehicles to be zero emissions by 2035. It's only a matter of time. By that time, Tesla will be too advanced. You're calm about everything. Nice. Hey, that's pretty cool. 2035 is a good goal. How's everybody doing tonight? Is everything sounding okay? Can you hear me all right? So this is Wealth Care Wednesdays. We're here to talk about finances, maximizing your cash flow. You guys can ask me questions. Wayne saw it too. You guys can ask me questions about cash flow, finances, dynamic banking, infinite banking, whatever I can do to provide value for you so that you can help maximize your cash flow, move your money better. Okay, Poker says the sound is good. All right. Got that Pop-Tarts and energy on deck. Well, no Pop-Tarts. I got the energy. Courtesy of JT. Thanks, JT. So we're good there. But I'll have to get dinner after this. Definitely, I've been scrambling since the power went out. So it didn't give me too much time to do anything to prepare. So, what can I do to help you folks out today? Any of you have some burning questions? I know a lot of us have taken a beating in the stock market. It looked like the market was just red everywhere. One of the things that allows me to kind of get through this and not be too stressed about it, be able to write it out, is, my positions utilizing infinite banking. It puts me in a position that I kind of have things in the long term taken care of. So, I think it helps me to stay calm and not worry too much about wrenches that may be thrown in our fiscal plans in the short term. Oliver, okay, if you're a first-time buyer of a house, what would be the 5 things you look for? Ooh, 5 things that I would look for. First-time home buyer of a house. Let's see. There's so many things that I would consider. And actually, when it comes to any of these questions, it helps to look at somebody's overall financial picture. Oftentimes, first-time home buyer, you're going to end up with a house that is on the lower end of the price range, right? So there's definitely some things that you're going to run into that you got to look out for and you got to be prepared for. So one, always get an inspection. Always get a home inspection, no matter which house you make an offer on. Even if it's a brand new construction, you would be surprised what a home inspection can uncover, because not everybody builds a good house. So I've heard some stories. Even on new construction that are surprising. Totally here to stay. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. So I'd say that's number 1. Number 2, work with a realtor. It's fairly easy these days with all the tools out there to avoid using a realtor, but what they can provide you is knowledge about the market that you're in, actual comps, not just the generic electric comps that you tend to get with a lot of the do-it-yourself services these days. They can really connect you with providers of all the services in the area. They may know specific neighborhoods, so they can help you identify neighborhoods that may actually work best for you. And also know that real estate brokers that work with the buyer, they all get paid by the seller. We'll say 99% of the time. 99% of the time, the seller is paying their real estate agent a commission, and that real estate agent splits the commission with a buyer's realtor. So don't think about cost on your end as a first-time home buyer or as a buyer in general. So how many things is that? Is that number 2? Real estate broker is number 2. Number 1, home inspector. 2, real estate broker. 3, since you're looking at things that are in the lower priced range, you're tending to find older homes. Homes older than 1978, there's a risk of lead in the paint. There's a risk of asbestos in insulation, in the ceilings, and some of the materials. Those are all things to consider. They're not necessarily a threat unless they're exposed in some way. So first-time home buyer, you've got to know if your house has that risk. You don't necessarily have to test for it as long as you mitigate the risk. And mitigate the risk would be making sure everything is painted really good, because a solid paint will keep everything from being exposed. If you have young kids and they're licking the windowsills, if there's a layer of good paint over it, they're not going to get to the lead. Okay? So always make sure that you have good coverage on paint. It's even more necessary when it comes to older homes. Same thing, popcorn ceilings. Popcorn ceilings the risk there was asbestos. So you're not going to want to knock down those popcorns because it generates dust that gets in the air, and that's what you're breathing in. So age of the home, asbestos and lead. You've also got radon that could be a consideration. It's not a consideration everywhere, but radon is a gas. It comes up out of the ground, and it would come up in your foundation underneath your house, and it can enter your house that way. Not a very big risk, but it is a risk and something that you should be aware of. As a first-time homebuyer, you may or may not be aware of all of these risks. And so finding out